We should be live. Right. Apologies for the false start there. It wasn't registering that we were actually live. But evening all.
Evening, everyone. And yes, we are showing on the stream.
Cool.
Always a good start when you're doing a live stream.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is where I get Baneblade imprints in my fingers.
What is this start?
So what mystery kit you gonna build tonight, Stu?
Hi Steve. At the minute, I'm not sure. I don't know whether to. I did have some guards somewhere, but I don't know where they've gone. They think I'm doing guard, but leaving their heads off, ready for the new upgrade kit that was announced earlier.
Is it an upgrade kit or a full kit on its own?
I think it's an upgrade. It's just an upgrade kit, but they're putting it into the sets.
That's good.
So, but I'm assuming they're doing it this way because the uniforms between regiments don't. Obviously, there's a few that do, but you can have a bit of variety, so they could do different kits for different regiments.
Hello, Rich.
Evening. Oh, I've got my Delac that I could build because I'm quite excited about the Hive War box. It goes up for pre-order tomorrow.
Well, because it's full of terrain and you've got a terrain addiction.
I know. I'm also thinking I should build some of this Necron terrain that's just next to me, which is probably the way I should go for what's needed going forward. That's Gettysburg. I don't need Gettysburg too much right now.
Realistically, the odds of Necron terrain getting painted in the next 2 weeks is minimal.
Oops. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, this is Orc. Oh, I've got that last piece of Orc thing to build. I was saving that for another day. A special day. By special day, I just mean not today. I'll build some of this Necron bits. Maybe. No, I won't.
Well, we've got Steve and Rich in, so
yeah.
Why don't you just put the choice to them?
Well, one of them will want me to build a Titan, which I don't own. Yeah.
Yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yes. Yeah, Boxmeister on Twitch just saying evening, and it has female heads. Yeah, it certainly does.
Is Boxy on about the Titan?
Yes, yeah, it's the variant now. Yeah. So much stuff to build. Build it. I'm going to build it all. That is my plan for the. No.
That would just be a 24-hour live stream just on its own, and you wouldn't crack a portion of it.
No. No, the 24-hour stream would just be making a decision on what I'm actually going to build. Blood Bowl.
Well, that in itself would be a step forward, Stu.
It would indeed. Don't need any more Reavers.
Baneblade, pain. The pain is real.
Let's build a Space Marine Assault Squad, just because. Now I can't find my snips.
They're next to your plastic glue.
They're not. They're behind me. Yes.
But theoretically, when you turn around to get your snips, your plastic glue was behind you, so I was right.
Plastic glue was actually to the left of me. The open one. I knew there was a full one behind me, but
there you go. So
yeah.
I didn't put any stipulations on it.
Mm.
I'm claiming that as a victory.
Victory! Yeah, just for clarification, the guard kit actually has female heads in, and it does. Yeah, it's like a nice upgrade kit, so something a bit different. And it worked quite well with the. I know it's quite easy to do it with Space Marines, but there's no reason you can't do it for the guard to add in those sort of kits.
Rich has thrown you down a challenge, Stu.
Yeah. Well, it does start now because my plan is to build it all at some point.
Yeah, there's just no clarification on when some point is.
Yes.
But to be honest, I can't say nothing.
Why have I gone for a kit that has so many different bits?
I think for sheer community entertainment, Stu, you should build a Necromunda kit.
I haven't got any Vansar. I'm too scared to open the Delac box for fear of it having many parts. Many parts on each weapon. Space Marine side won't jump back.
It can't be as bad as that. Yeah.
Oh, the Vansar, yeah, that was horrendous, wasn't it? I should really look at loadouts for these squads.
Bolt guns, choppy axes, power swords.
Yeah, I'm also thinking I've got loads of Necron stuff that I won't mind building. I could also build my Lord of the Rings. No, stop it.
Why don't you alternate?
Because this is here in front of me. And they're up there. There's a pile of them. I still need to sort the Verticus box out, which is gradually collapsing under the weight of everything that's on top of it.
Which is quite an achievement considering everything that's inside the Verticus box.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much is left in the Verticus box. I can't remember if it's already terrain I've built or not.
So what's everybody working on tonight? I reckon Rich is working on zombie rebels, because dead rebels. Steve is... Steve working on his terrain board, but that'd be quite difficult to watch a live stream at the same time as working on a terrain board.
It would.
So maybe working on a Titan. Boxy is I couldn't narrow down for Boxy. He's working on his new German bolt action army that he doesn't know he's going to buy yet.
Yes, perhaps. Yeah, just saying. Yeah, I have seen the new the Lack Heroes. So I'm quite liking them, and really tempted to start a Gary Ida army using the Lack models.
Don't make the obvious joke. Don't make the obvious jokes, Stu.
Yeah, I decided I don't like Assault. The Assault Squad.
Your prediction about the Gaunt's Ghost stuff being the predictors of the new guard models may well be coming true, then, Stu.
Yeah.
Does that mean next month's big release is the Guard Codex?
Cool. Wow. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, it's a heck of a lot. Even quite like the orc stuff tonight. I'm not really into orcs, but who doesn't like an orc riding a squig? Yeah, just saying. Box was just saying, actually considering doing Falsimjäger for bolt action.
They've got a really easy camo scheme to paint, Boxy, so I'd go for it. Rich is painting his flying Land Raider, the Storm Raven. Yeah, it is. Build it. I thought I was going to say painting. No, not even you, Rich, are that quick.
Our multi-stream's working tonight. So disappointing. Multi-stream.
Yeah, my aim tonight is to get to the stage of starting to make the Baneblade look very ill. And the Mowers.
Yeah.
Seems if it's basically the same processes. He says he's working on his Adeptus Titanic scenery and also working on his 4x4 board for it. Yeah, I never thought that. The Titanicus board's going to be a smaller board, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Boxmeister's just saying a couple of Lord of the Rings tourneys this year, so may look at bolt action after those.
Why not just do it concurrently? It's variety is the spice of wargaming life. And it stops that staleness creeping in. And there are some very, very nice metal Fallschirmjäger models. And plastic kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could be right there, Stu.
Yeah. So tempted to take stuff off the top shelf, but also expecting everything to fall. So I might turn the camera off for that.
No, record it. It's an extra revenue stream.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah. Perhaps.
Watch as a live stream host drops 5 boxes of geek material on his head.
That's a line that's never been used before. Makes me feel slightly uncomfortable as well.
That's a first. I'm going to go around on this Baneblade and just repaint all the optics and searchlight.
Right.
I'm not happy with how they're looking at the moment. I've got all the metal to paint.
Boxmeister's just saying, stop trying to spend all my money, damn
it. we do a good enough job of our own.
Yeah.
Spending our own. Yeah, so basically, state of the Baneblade at the moment is he started to shade all the grooves around the panels and everything, airbrush some stripes onto it this week.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks are done with the raised bits picked out a bit just for something different.
Looking good.
No, don't pick up the mouse turret. That's a different turret. The turret, the shading and everything's done. It's got the stripes on the side. The optics and everything going to get repainted. Targeting scopes are going to get done tonight. The Baneblade barrels had the kill rings sprayed onto it. Rich is saying, not that Rich is biased, but he's saying top shelf, do it. And do it.
Do it, yeah. I do need to sort out the top shelf because this Verticus box is making me slightly uncomfortable. This is where everyone just laughs as they see all the boxes coming off the top shelf. Start off with speed free. It is recording anyway, so don't worry. It'll take me. I'll be doing impressive to beat you onto YouTube to delete it.
Don't load it.
I forgot that was in there. That's cool.
Is this the moment that you open the Verticus box and find a clone army sat there?
Well, if it is in there, then you've just put it in there without telling me.
That's not out the realms of reason.
Nope. That's why it's collapsing, because it is just
an army.
No, it's some Necromunda bits inside this box. So that means in the Dark Uprising box, I'd imagine there's a lot of terrain that's already built.
Or are you just hoping it's built?
I'm hoping it's built. If it is, I might pop it in tomorrow.
No, it's your day off tomorrow, so you don't need to bring any more terrain in tomorrow. Please don't bring any more terrain in tomorrow.
I've got it. That's that.
Which you're saying is the Mouse and the Baneblade turret cross compatible. Weirdly enough, the Mouse turret on the Baneblade doesn't look too bad.
No.
However, I think the Baneblade turret on the Mouse is going to look ridiculously oversized. Actually, it doesn't.
It actually, that's quite cool.
Yeah. The main gun barrel isn't on it.
Mm.
It almost looks like one of those American Recce IFEs. That's actually quite German. It's a M109 Abbott. Yeah, that's an M109 Abbott.
There you go. You found the inspiration.
Yeah. Designers of the 1970s artillery piece was based on a 1990s plastic kit.
Well, no, the could have been the other way around. Is perhaps what I was getting at.
Rich is going to magnetise it. The aesthetics look cool. I don't think. Yeah, I might give that one a skip for this one.
Yeah. There you go. I'll bring this in for you tomorrow.
No, it's fine.
No.
I've got more than enough other terrain pieces to paint.
I just want to dump the box at work and then take the box home so I can hide more stuff in it at home. The Dark Uprising box allows you to do that. Oh, might as well get the Indomitus box on there. That's quite light. It's green. Yeah.
I was going to go for a massive major airbrushing experiment to airbrush the optics on the Baneblade, but I just CBA for masking all those little bits and pieces off and everything.
Yeah, understandable.
But then trade-off, actual airbrushing would have been quite quick. The time it's going to take to paint the optics, it might have been a worthwhile trade-off, actually.
Yeah, you can always change your mind.
No.
Let's put it to a vote.
No. Ain't democracy great?
Yeah.
If I wasn't planning on getting it painted tonight, then I might actually just spend tonight masking everything, but I want to get it done and out the way.
Yeah. I feel better about that now. I've had a bit of a reorg, so it's all good. It's all not on my head currently. Yeah, the Verticus box, as I say, just had a tiny bit of some cards for Necromunda. Well, I think it's the Dark Uprising bits, to be fair.
Yeah.
As I commandeered the box for something else. There we go. That was uneventful. I apologise for not dropping everything on my head. I know that would have made for good stream. But I will open the Delac box now because I'm quite looking forward to new Necromunda. But if there are 16 bits on each model, I ain't doing it. Well, I do need to wait. Yeah. So you were saying earlier there's going to be 3 of those Baneblades with magnetised for in the store, yeah?
Yeah, there's going to be standard variant with the 2 different barrels. Then it will be the Shadow Hunter and its variants. Again, with just the barrels, because it is more or less the barrels that are interchangeable.
Yeah.
And then the troop transport type variant. Just so they're all ready for your new guard army.
Probably will happen.
So, yeah, I'm more than happy to paint airbrush vehicles up for you, Stu. Oh, I need to paint. Oh, I was going to say that's the top level done. Evening, James.
Evening.
It's not. I've got 2 weapon turrets to do.
I think for the Delac, at least the weapons appear to be in one piece as opposed to your 4-piece Van Saro or however many pieces were on some of those models.
Oh, that just broke me. It's gorgeous kits, but oh man.
I think for this I'll just build them as they say.
If all the vehicles are going to be done in this style, Stuart, that means that you've got to paint all the guard up in a...
No, it doesn't. Nope.
You don't know which direction I was going in that?
Yeah, but
you do. Okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, you do.
Yeah.
We know each other too well. You working on anything tonight, James?
Yeah, Boxmeister said Baneblade looks ace. I don't know if I already said that once.
Oh, cheers, man. It's just the shading bit now. Then it's going to be getting the lenses done and the optics, and then it's going to go on to make it look knackered. I'm not going to do the dust and everything tonight because it wouldn't make for a very good stream and I'm just stood here with a hairdryer. It may affect the audio. And also, the more I paint the Baneblade, the more likely I'm going to go on to get the other one from upstairs and start working on it. Oh, should we just quickly mention the outline of plans for gaming restarting, Stu?
Yes, feel free.
Yeah, thank you. I was hoping you were going to do it. Yeah, so basically, I think everyone should be aware now because we spoke about it a few times. We're expecting an announcement on Monday from the government about the progression to the next step of lockdown easing. If everything runs to plan, then it means that 17th of May we'll be able to start gaming in the store again. Now, we're going to take it a bit easy. So the first 4 to 5 weeks is just going to be straightforward. People book tables and game. There will be masks required to game. 6 people at a table or 2 family groups. Stu's been rearranging the place again just to test the layouts and everything else, and we're fairly happy with the layout that we've got now. During the daytime, there'll be 2 6x4s and a I can't remember the size of it.
It's 6 by 2.5, so it really fits CCG, but you can also fit 40k boards, 40k the cardboard 40k boards on as well.
Yeah, it just fits on nicely, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But also Blood Bowl and everything else as well.
Oh yeah.
I think Legion fits on as well, doesn't it?
Just too narrow for Legion because it's 6 by 3 for that. But...
that's it. Yeah. I better alter the description. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be bookable online, and once we know what's going on, then we'll get the link added to the web store. Tables are £2 to book, and then £2 for anyone else who's on the table. So we're sort of reverting back to how we used to on the Friday night gaming, and everything else was nothing significantly changed from before. We are going to take a cautious approach. So we'll start tabletop gaming. People can book the tables and everything. That will run for about the first 4 to 5 weeks. So the reasoning behind it, or the thinking behind it, is so that we don't go booking in loads of events straight away. Everything goes Pete Tong, and we end up going backwards. So we then have to cancel loads of tickets and everything else like that. So we're just taking a bit of a more cautious approach. Once that 4 to 5 weeks is done, we'll then go on and start running smaller events. And again, that's to test the water, but it's also just to make sure people are confident and happy coming in the store to game, because it's a long time since people have done that. There's been a lot go on since then. So once that sort of test period's done, that'll be another 4 to 5 weeks. Then we'll get the big events booked back in. Anybody who had tickets booked from previously for like the 40k tournament will be in touch with you and let you know what the dates are and everything. If you can't make the dates, then obviously we'll offer a refund. If you can make the dates, then happy days. So as a rough outline, it's going to be PvP gaming starting 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Small scale events starting 17th June, 21st, 24th June, give or take, and then large events starting in July. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be good news on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
If they do give the go ahead on Monday, the information won't go up until Tuesday, because what tends to happen is they'll make the announcements, the guidance will go up later on in the evening. Obviously, we need to look at the guidance to make sure that we're fully compliant and that we're doing as much as we can do to help keep everyone safe, but also to throw dice and throw orcs and everything else in the RPGs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a question from Twitch. Can we transfer tickets over to other events instead?
Does it mean different types of events or same events?
I think either or wouldn't be a problem anyway, would it?
We'll sort some out.
Yeah.
If it's a 40k tourney, it might be a bit difficult because that was fully booked out. So unless someone drops out, then it might be difficult to drop somebody else in. But there's always ways and means. So we'll find a way. We'll find a way to make it happen.
We will endeavour to, please. Oh, no, maybe not. Too far again.
I'm liking the look of that Baneblade turret on top of the mouse. I swapped out the las cannon for
No, just go with the las cannon. That's fine.
For an MG42. But then there wasn't really anything that was really that size barrel at that time. Right, I need to have a think. Rich, you're a bad person. You're making me think odd conversions.
Yes, because you need influencing on that.
Yeah, I'm an easily influenced person.
Mm-hmm.
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 Oh, sorry, I just missed a comment from James that he's just finished work. So hopefully you can get some scuff down your neck, James, get a hobby in and get chatting.
Yeah, just saying, for example, 40k across to Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's not a problem to do that.
Oh yeah, that'll be straightforward.
Yeah. Do 15, 16.
The amount my stomach's gurgling, it sounds like a male Welsh voice choir.
Hmm. Okay, on 16. I think around here somewhere.
Don't be daft. Part 16 will be next to part 33 alpha. It's a G-dub kit. We've talked this through before.
Oh, 15 was next to 14.
But I do that to lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, but I didn't cut 14 off. I cut 15, and then yeah, it's all good. I think the problem is I'm looking in other places for it when I should just look next to where it is. Well, where I'd expect it to be.
Yeah, it's all going to be a false sense of security.
There seems to be a lot of people very pleased with tonight's 40k Warhammer Fest reveals. And realised that was a very long sentence that I strung out longer than I perhaps needed to.
At least you finished the sentence, unlike me.
Yeah, that is true. But it's quite impressive at work earlier when you actually
finish the sentence.
Well, you're going quite well through the sentence, and all of a sudden you just said something else that was on your screen in front of you.
It's because it's multitasking. Rich is saying he repeats the aesthetic works. The Germans are really good at putting battleship guns on bunkers, on tanks and railway guns. If I slice the muzzle brake off, because battleship guns didn't have muzzle brakes, because why bother? Yes, you've given me food for thought, Rich. Oh, the next Baneblade that gets built, I'll have a spare turret. Oh, Rich.
You're going to be thinking about that all night, aren't you?
I'm thinking about it now. And Rich does have a point. The Germans did tend to reuse any guns they could get their hands on. Imagine a Jagdtiger with a shadow sword barrel.
Yeah, you're not wrong. He's definitely an enabler. Yeah. Although we're in a gaming store, so apologies, guys.
But to be honest, I was talking to Rich when he dropped in earlier about the Baneblade, the Nurgle Baneblade conversion that's lodged amongst the list of plans in the head to do. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we had some frustration when Don was assembling his Necromunda stuff. Man alive, the Van Saar. The weapons were in a few pieces, which wasn't ideal. Obviously, the models are they're quite svelte in comparison to a lot of the 40k stuff, so yeah, wasn't an ideal situation. 19. So that needs to go on first. Yeah, so what I thought people's thoughts been on the Warhammer Fest this week. I think for me, I think my favourite day so far, which is a bit weird. I really enjoyed the Black Library day, purely because of the Gaunt's Ghost guard kit. But today was up there. I'm not even that interested in playing orcs, but what I saw today was pretty cool, by all accounts. Yeah, for me, I quite like the change. I can't remember the name of the old character that they've brought back in. It looks quite cool. Yeah, there's a few bits I really like. I'm unlikely to ever play them, but I do like what I've seen today. I'm just trying to figure out how this bit links in. So it's got to go like that. Excellent. I've only been seeing the complaints. Like the Gaunt's Ghost model. Yeah, so just on Twitch. I've only been seeing the complaints on Facebook. Yeah, there's been plenty of those. Like the Gaunt Ghost, the orcs are sexy, and you hate painting green. Yeah, yeah, I've seen loads of complaints and what have you, but it was kind of a no-win for them, wasn't it? They're in this situation where they're a bit behind with their releases, and people still want to see lots of AdMac, which they've already showcased. So, yeah, I think for me, they've kind of got it right. But yeah, I can understand. Never going to please everyone. But yeah, for me, there's been some good releases. I can't say I was overly fussed on the box games day and box games. There's some bits I liked from it, but I think it's always hoping for a bit more. Let's see whether. Be interested to see if Imperialis, Aeronautica Imperialis gets a bit more love. But yeah, I know there was a lot of people complaining that Blood Bowl didn't get any releases or reveals on the day, and I thought, well, let's be honest, it just had a whole new edition and a fair few new models just released last week. I know they're from the starter set, but they've now got their own box. New system for sevens, and yeah, the Marines fleet is why it's probably pulled me in. I think that box is the one I've liked the best out of the three so far, so I might give it a go. Yeah, to be fair, I'd forgotten about, even though I was watching the video earlier, the Battle Sisters Warsuit and the Castigator tank. Yeah, I like the Castigator. I know some people aren't too keen on the turret, but again, each to their own. Yeah, and the High Abbess, I thought that was quite a cool model. I think I will end up trying to get my youngest. She's only 5 at the minute. I've tried with the eldest to get her involved in playing the games, but she's not interested anymore. But the youngest, I think I might try and. She's like the sisters, but I think as soon as she sees orcs riding squig, she's going to be all over that. And it's probably the better one for her to attempt to paint, to be honest. 1920. But there's still hope that the eldest will show an interest. So I think I mentioned before, she does like board games and things like that, but not so much tabletop.
Sorry for the delay.
So,
Is James going for an all-female guard army then?
it seems like it, yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting everyone's views on Fest this week. It's been a bit. I've quite enjoyed the last couple of days, but as I was saying on Twitch, it's been a fair few complaints. But as I was saying, that it was a bit rich people moaning that there was no Blood Bowl releases. Yet there's been a massive release of a new edition, and
It's always the same though. There's
yeah.
There's that many people who want their particular bit. I'd love them to re-release Battlefleet Gothic and Mordheim. I'd be over the moon. Oh, and Epic 40k, but obviously in 10mm scale rather than 6mm.
Yeah. Yes.
Then we could have super heavy tanks fighting with super heavy knights and teeny tiny titans.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what the reveal is tomorrow. To end it all on, but I know a lot of people hoping they'd reference Cursed City on Box Games Day, which again is wishful thinking.
Unless they found a UK printer.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the only issue they've got, doesn't it? But we shall see. That'll come down the line, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think give it time, it'll be back out again. They sunk too much into it for it to be a one-off.
Yeah. Although some of the prices on eBay for the boxes are ridiculous. It's a couple of £100 easily.
That's the main reason I'd love them to do a made-to-order. To watch all the scalpers just go, oh.
But yeah, but this time around I don't think it was even scalpers. I just think it's just been an unfortunate set of events.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying fingers crossed for Battlefleet Gothic or Inquisitor tomorrow.
Oh, if it's Inquisitor, I'm going to be all over that.
Yeah.
My homebrew psychopathic Inquisitor will be back in operation again.
69, 68.
I don't know how they'd do it though, because they're not going to do they wouldn't do the models in Finecast, so they'd have to do them in plastic. And it's that thing of plastic molds don't last. So it's whether they could justify the volume. And would they get the volume of sales for it?
Yeah.
To justify all those kits being plastic sets and everything. James is going for another plastic Thunderhawk. I'm assuming you mean in 28mm scale.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's talk of people wanting a return to a Heresy plastic kit. Obviously, they had the old one, didn't they? Which is pretty good. It's got a lot of people in, but yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. I don't always pay too much attention to it, but quite enjoyed this one.
They've done a good job of it. Fair dues to them. I mean, if you compare G-Dub's community engagement now to what it was even 5 years ago, it's way, way, way significantly better than it was.
Yeah.
There's always going to be people who whinge and go, "Oh, they should do this, they should do that." Yeah, Rich. Rich is for those who aren't on the Facebook stream. Rich is saying Teeny Titanicus seems to be the new epic. There's the bite-sized Thunderhawk. Reckon they could resurrect an old school fave. Yeah, they just need to. If they release a set of rules where Titanicus meets Aeronauticus, then I reckon that it's going to be a fairly decent thing that in a few years they will release the tanks and everything else to go with it, tanks and infantry.
Yeah, it'd be a no-brainer at that point if they get a good return. I was just saying that the new Imperialis box set is the first time I've been interested, and I think it is that sheer hope that they will link the two, and there will be linked campaigns and that sort of thing. Yeah, because that heresy sort of thing is just amazing. Yeah, and yeah. Anyway,
what I'm confused about is why no one has mentioned that the cockpit on the teeny tiny Thunderhawk is wrong.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a one-piece cockpit, not a two-piece.
Okay.
Far be it from me to complain, but
yeah, James just saying Age of Sigmar new starter game. Yeah, that's another one I've heard. Third ed for Sigmar.
I think there'll be a lot of people feel let down if that is the case.
Yeah, but they've ironed out a lot of issues now, haven't they?
Yeah.
So perhaps. Rich was saying either that or GW go left field and unleash either a Primarch or plastic up at Forge World Super Heavy. Whew. Yeah.
Plastic Warhound. Oh God, no. I would have to go and sell some kidneys for a cheap price.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those I've quite enjoyed it so far, and I'm not putting too much on tomorrow, to be honest.
Hang on, Stu, just quantify that.
I've quite enjoyed it so far. I'm not putting too much on tomorrow.
Are you on about?
I don't have to. I'm not quantifying anything. I'm just telling you what's happening. Yeah.
The thing is, as I said, I'm used to it. It's just the impact on the community I'm thinking of.
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, Rich is saying they've 2 40k days and only one Age of Sigmar, but there's been no 30k, which quite neatly segues into Titans and everything.
There you go, Matthew's come across to here. There's more people.
Hello, Matthew.
Yeah, it's one of those that I tend to be the one that reads the Twitch stuff out because we don't get too many viewers through Twitch. Yet. But it's something we will start pushing, and we're going to do a fair bit. There'll be a fair bit of content coming out for that once we get a decent setup, which is in the pipeline. Ooh, teasers.
Why did I spend all that time faffing around with the engine compartment on the Baneblade when you put the grill back on top and you can't see anything?
You could have the grill open.
Yeah, but who goes into battle with the engine compartment open if you're not an orc?
I was going to say, I think many people have been into battle with an engine compartment open.
Matthew's saying he's Boxmeister.
Yes, we figured that.
Yeah, we figured.
As soon as Lord of the Rings was mentioned, we were like, yep, I'm pretty sure we know who that is.
and apparently Matthew's done something with his Warhound back in the day.
Oh.
James is saying painting competition news.
The results went up for the throwdown. Yeah, it was Steve Watkinson Sylvanath that that won. We really like that.
Also, Tom Baldock's Bolt Action Horde, and also Epic Battle Sword. There was some really impressive work there from Tom.
Yeah.
What we were saying on the post, James. Oh, sorry, James is saying, are you doing a new one? The next one will be in store.
Yeah, because it will be a lot easier, far easier, to get people to be able to see what people have done. But yeah, we'll be doing another one. Not sure exactly. Yeah,
we've got quite a few plans for the next few months. But obviously, everything depends on what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your eye on the group, keep your eye on the main page, and as things progress, then we'll be announcing it on there.
Mm. Yeah, so Rich saying Open Grill, it awaits a tech priest. And Matthew just
I am not trusting a cog boy to go anywhere near my Baneblade.
And Matthew was just saying painted the engine only to cover it with a grate. That was on his Warhound.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, sorry. That does help that you've quantified that you weren't doing something strange with the Warhound.
It's 2 minutes past 9, we're all right now.
Yeah, I checked, honest.
However, we don't want to see.
Yeah, we don't want to see the pictures.
Yeah.
Which is a Forge World Warhound now. Oh, we don't need to worry about that because they're announcing a plastic Warlord 28mm Titan tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah.
Please.
The thing is, you say that, not sure it'd be any less expensive for how expensive it would be for the flipping molds, and what the return's going to be on it.
Mm. Would a plastic model of that scale be able to hold itself up?
I think so. That's right. Wouldn't.
I mean, fair dues to G-Dub. They do. You do pay the premium for their kits, but they are some of the nicest kits going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rich is saying he's put the sledgehammer in the Baneblade kit next to the Open Grill because of maintenance. Yeah, it's called the cheap engine starting kit, crank handle. Matthew's saying, yeah, about 600 quid for a plastic one. And only on Sundays of the Warhound. Forge World Warhounds 430. Oh.
Plus guns.
Oh, yeah, plus guns, yeah. I forgot about that with Forge World.
Yeah.
You imagine if Forge World were car dealers. Hey, buy this Ferrari. It's only 500 quid. But you need to buy the wheels. Oh, you need to buy the steering wheel. Yeah, you also need to buy the engine.
But we're out of engines at the moment, so
yeah.
Here you go.
What do you mean your car now costs 4.3 million?
You
know you want it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting back across to Warhammer World.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to be buying anything. Probably, maybe a Necromunda bit that they do, but yeah,
we'd have the company card with us.
yeah.
Promotional materials.
Speak to our trade account handler. Do you mind just going around the shop with us for half an hour? What's your discount?
Matthew's saying if I had that kind of money, I'd buy Titan Legion 28mm. Oh, weirdly enough, not that Facebook stalks all your searches and everything, but it started suggesting to me the Titan Owners Club, which is a Facebook group. So I joined it, and the amount of people who have got full Titan Legios in 28mm is just unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was somebody on there who had 2 or 3 warlords. They almost had my collection of Adeptus Titanicus, but in 28mm.
Just scary, isn't it? But then I think if I had the money, would I be doing exactly the same?
Yeah.
That's the.
But it was all painted as well.
Yeah, well, they've paid someone to do that, haven't they? You know when you drop a gun, you can't find the bloody thing. There it is. Yeah, Rich just saying the Titan builder comes in at 4:30, including guns. It is warm in this room. Do this every week.
I don't look on the Titan builder because we've got too much commission stuff to do, and all of that would just take a massive backseat if we ended up with a Warhound. Because there's absolutely zero way I could resist getting the Warhound built and painted. Valinda's just crushed James' hope and dreams. Yeah, Valinda's just put a message in saying he says bye Space Marines, but he always goes back to them every time. It's nice when your wife knows your hobby hopes and dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
pitfalls.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is.
However, I do get very proud and I'm chatting to Marie and she starts talking about G-dub and everything. Literally saying G-dub.
Yeah.
Yay!
Mine's normally... Have you not painted that yet? Have you not built that yet? No, I haven't. I'm not going to now, am I?
Just purely because.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Matthew's saying he thinks he'd get an airbrush for a Titan.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a bit of a no-brainer because if you dropped all that money for the Titan, you'd want that airbrush just to give you that effect and everything.
Yeah. Evening, Brad. How you saying?
Brad, Orcs, Dark Angels, Zinch. That's all I'm saying.
And go. Yeah.
All in the same box. Yeah, Matthew's just saying he painted his Warhound by hand. Yeah, I used to have a Warhound. It met a very sad fate. But yeah, I painted it by hand. It's not something I'd go back again to now. Valinda's saying, yes, I say that too. Stu, have you painted that one yet, or are you just watching TV in your man cave? Valinda, is that to James or to Stu? And if it's to Stu, why are you using near that? Get Knights. Yeah, Belinda's clarified that it is Jay that she keeps nagging about it. So you're safe. You're safe, Stu. What's Get Knights?
Imp Knights, perhaps.
That's what I'm just thinking. I'm just looking at the keyboard. Imp on a phone. Get Imp auto replace. Yeah,
We'll go for that.
but then there was a very real hint about Grey Knights, wasn't there?
Mm.
And it was definitely very much saying Psyker versus Psyker, which would fit with the Grey Knights because they are just all Psykers.
Yeah. Is it going to be a start of a run of books similar to Psychic Awakening, you see? It's going to be the continuation of that in a different
Could
form.
be. Yeah. Yeah, Brad's clarified. Grey Knights and Inquisition. Damn autocorrect.
Mm.
Was it autocorrect though, Brad, or was it actually the Inquisition?
That's a stick for it.
Rich heard the words Grey Knights and he's on it.
Yeah. Yeah, a proper Inquisition Codex would be nice. Yeah, would be cool.
How would the Inquisition react to a Psyker Titan?
I think you'd have to ask them. I think you'd only get the honest answer. Yeah, see what Brad's done there.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, so yeah, overall, it's not spending my money before I've even earned it. It's.
I'll mutter the immortal words, Brad. Gaunt's ghost models.
Yeah, well, that's going to cause a problem for many people, isn't it? It's, whether you've read the books or not, those models are just what people have been waiting for.
Yeah,
something new. I mean, I said earlier, I do like the upgrade kits. That's a nice touch. It's not everything people want, but it is definitely it's a move in the right direction. And if they do more and more different ones, different regiments, I can get on board with that. Mm-hmm. That will appease. Yeah, that'll appease.
Matthew saying they did that to me with Bolt Action Talk earlier. Rich is putting forward a theory, which I'm going to expand on because I think now I've cracked what tomorrow's big release is going to be.
All right, you figured it out. Yep.
Tomorrow they are releasing Warhammer 50k.
Okay.
Because the next box set to start it off is going to be Grey Knights / Inquisition versus Zinch. So it's a big Psyker versus Psyker thing.
Yep.
The next Titanicus release will be the Psy Titans. That then means that the Grey Knights and Inquisition have to go after the Psy Titans because the Psy Titans were sworn and declared to the Emperor and to Dawn during the heresy, which then means that the Inquisition and the Grey Knights are then fighting against the Emperor, which then brings forth the Alfarius, because Alfarius is actually a Psy Titan, because no one expects the Spanish Alfarius. So therefore, it then brings on the next heresy.
Haven't we just had the Alfarius book as well?
Exactly.
Oh, it's all coming together here, isn't it?
Oh, yes. That's why they've brought out the new Thunderhawk in small scale.
Yeah.
Because they're going to shrink 40k down to 10 mil scale and replace it all with square bases, which is why they're talking about Warhammer Old World.
I think that's just your fantasy.
Is that a Warhammer fantasy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Right, I think that's enough black lines done on this because I want to mess it up. No, I need to paint the lenses. No, I need to have some crisps. No, I need to actually paint the more metallics. No, I need to paint the lenses. I have fallen in love with the Vallejo pale grey blue.
All right.
Just using it left, right, and centre everywhere. He says he puts it down because he now wants to paint the rubber caps on the smoke grenade discharges.
I've assembled a model. That's me for the night.
Brad's saying the Star Child prophecy, the Emperor is actually Alfarius. So does that then mean that Alfarius is actually his own dad? And also his own granddad?
Well,
Deep.
yeah, that is a word for it. Yep.
I think something bad's happened on Coronation Street.
Has it started?
It never stops. Oh, shit. Recovered. I don't know whether Brad is just trying to beat his autocorrect on his phone. R-Rob-or-us.
Oh.
Roberus?
I think it's instead of Alfarius, it's the names have been put in. Aroberus.
Oh no. It's that the chaplain that nobody likes to speak his name.
Ah, okay.
But I thought his name started with an E.
Oh, it's a Red Dwarf joke. Yeah, I've never. I don't think I've seen a full episode of Red Dwarf in my life, which isn't going to help that.
Me and Marie walked out of the wedding. Well, we didn't walk out our own wedding because that'd just be dodgy as hell. After the ceremony was completed, we walked out to the Red Dwarf theme tune.
Mm.
Just because.
Yeah.
Matthew is calling you a heathen, Stu.
Other people may view it a different way. And the thing is, I've got it to look forward to. For you, it's just there, isn't it? And yeah, you can relive it, but it's not quite the same as the first time, right? Anyway, I just need to go for a second. Back in a minute.
The views expressed in this stream are individual views, in no way reflect the views of Grim Dice Tabletop Gaming.
That's a lie.
Like to lie shipwrecked and out of it. Oh, shulums. Sure, holding a Bane blade upside down just to paint the rim of a smoke grenade cup cover is not the best and most ideal way of showing what you're doing. That's yeah. That's very true, Rich. It's one of those inconvenient truths. However, what I will say is when Stu comes back, I'm going to drop because I need a replay. Right, so that's all of the black lining and everything done on the Baneblade. It's not OTT black lining. It's just enough to make sure the panels pop. So the next bit, so there's the offending grenade launcher, smoke grenade discharger cups, as mentioned. So now it's on to all the optics. All right, so Brad's saying it's one of the main gags, the fact that Dave Lister got impregnated by his female version in a mirror universe. Yep. And that Lister is his own father. Yep. Who went back in time and left himself in a Roro bus low good box under a snooker table. Yep. So what you're really saying then is Dave Lister is both the Emperor and Alfarius. Maybe that's the big announcement tomorrow. They're announcing a Red Dwarf box set for 40k and Sigma. Mind blown.
That's a lie. Yeah, that is very Soviet of me. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that last bit, Stu.
No, I've just literally put my head on.
We've worked out what the big release is tomorrow.
Okay.
Based off a chain of completely reliable information.
Okay.
The big release tomorrow is going to be a set of White Dwarf figures.
Okay. Yeah.
However, they're going to be red.
Oh, see what you did there. Right.
And they're going to be released for both 40k and Age of Sigma.
Okay.
And there is definitive proof that the Emperor is... Oh, shoot. Alfarius. And also Dave Lister.
All right.
Hence the similar names of Red Dwarf and White Dwarf.
Yeah. It's alright, I've seen them all, it's fine. Yeah.
We're past 9 o'clock, aren't we? Yeah. Welcome to Talking Shit by Grim Dice Tabletop Gaming. The channel where absolute leaps of faith will be made on no evidential basis.
I thought Rimmer was he was slightly better.
Don't go that way, Stu.
He's slightly better in British Empire. I thought he was quite good in that. It's yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Stu, I thought you were going a completely different direction.
Oh, I know, but I did not want to go that route. That would have been...
That's unlike you.
Yeah. Not enough beer yet.
Bless you.
For whatever reason.
Talkie Toaster is the Omnissiah. Oh, but would the Omnissiah actually be Holly?
That's the screen, right? The computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. We'll keep. You may see us drop out a bit on Facebook. It's OBS. It's the Twitch stream that keeps playing up, so it just drops everything out and resets. So for a few seconds, you might see us drop out on Facebook repeatedly. We seem all right now. Yeah, that's me doing what I was doing a couple of seconds ago. There you go. It works.
Rimmer is ace as Morsifius Kane. Oh. As far as I can remember, it would work. It would work. We can go with it. See, just in the space of 26 minutes, we've rewritten the whole history of 40k and Red Dwarf.
Or have you? Or is this the way it was meant to be?
There's very subtle thought processes being planted by the Inquisition, aka Lister. Well, if Warlord can do Dad's army, and MASH and oh, okay, just switching topic. Matthew's throwing the gauntlet down. Matthew's saying it's not Sapphirus Cain, it's Caiaphas Cain.
Yeah, Caiaphas Cain, yeah.
Mouse work. I'm definitely not hitting Google up. Caiaphas, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, but I'm still going to stick to Caiaphas.
Well, you say tooth for tooth, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can get away with that. But I have just found out by looking on Google that there's a very odd religious undertone.
What, for Google?
Hmm.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to go and grab a replant.
Well, I'm just going to talk about White Dwarf or whatever. Oh, I mean Red Dwarf. That's the one, right? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So I'm going to be. Yeah, we'll just sit here and put Red Dwarf puns and jokes into it, and I will endeavour to watch some Red Dwarf this week. I've seen many part episodes. But yeah, I've not read many of the books, I reckon. Cured from season. Okay. So, would you have 250 grand per episode? My goodness. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Cool. As long as I can get access to it. I assume it's on iPlayer as well, is it? I'll be able to find it somewhere. Excellent. It's not going to be too difficult. I will endeavour to watch some and get back to you.
I think my all-time favourite episode of Red Dwarf is when they what was the name of it? The Squid of Despair caught them. And, they thought they were actually playing a game. That is just an absolutely fantastic episode.
Mm.
Sorry, I'll go back to Black Lining things.
Yeah. Where am I? I need that one. So is it not worth starting right at the very beginning and trying to get the scene set? Or is it worth just picking out some pretty good episodes and watching them? I suppose what I'm asking is the character development, or are the characters essentially the same every episode? It doesn't really matter.
They do develop. The first couple do help, but they're not essential because I don't think I ever started off from the first ones. But to be honest, I think if I started off from the first ones, I probably wouldn't have watched the rest of them.
Right, okay. Okay, I will pick a few episodes out then.
I think it would appeal to your sense of humour, Stu.
Fair enough. I could just sit here and watch them now, couldn't I? Really?
Haven't you started building a model kit?
I built a model, and I was just looking through to see which ways I want to build the rest. Actually, I was just seeing if there's any variants.
As far as came with a comment for a comment, can you kill his brother? I'm getting really confused because Dave's saying, "Do you enjoy reading? The books are decent."
I'm not a massive reader, despite the amount of books on my shelf behind me, but
I'm just trying to work out if that's in relevance to White Dwarf or to Sophia's Kane. Mr. Kane.
I've never been a Michael Caine fan, to be fair. He's a bit. I think he's overrated. I know this will probably be another one that I guess, but yeah. I'll look into it, Dave, and I'm sure. I think Bryony quite likes Red Dwarf. Or used to watch it back in day. So I'll be able to get her to watch them as well. It's always good.
It is well worth a watch.
Thank you, Dave. There's someone else on board with the Michael Caine overrated. Burn the Heretic remake. I just don't get it. Don't get it.
That's because Michael Caine is actually Alfarius. Or do you think Michael Caine's famous quote is, "My name is Michael Caine"? It's just too early for him to say Alfarius.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my issue with him, Dave. That essentially he's the same character in every thing he does. There's no real change, and don't get me wrong, he's not a terrible actor, but it's just
challenge accepted.
I just think he's just not great. I'm not going to watch stuff he's done for the Royal Shakespeare Company but he seems to appear in big films and he's essentially the same character.
Yeah, I think I'll drop that challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more his persona than anything. It's always the same. I think he was in one of the best ones I've seen him in was, what was he with the Which one was that? Oh, I can't remember. I think it's in one with The Rock. Is it Jumanji 2 or something like that? And that was one of the better films I've actually seen him in, and he wasn't great in that.
He's asking when there's going to be a restock of Titanicus. The order is going in on Sunday. Hopefully, now they've finished the stock take, we should get it by about Wednesday, Thursday. Do you reckon, Stu?
Yeah, probably Thursday, I just thought.
Thursday to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we're getting some Be'lakor in because we've already had confirmation of that, so that restock's coming in, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully they've got some Titanicus in because we're trying to get more and more in.
What is it you're after, Steve? Because some of the stuff we can order normally and some of the stuff we have to order direct.
Yeah. Legion restock. What you after for Legion? And please don't say Stormtrooper upgrades because we don't know when they're coming in. And we've got some ARC Troopers coming in.
Yeah, we don't get any advanced notification of when there's going to be a restock for Legion. We have it all on order, and so we just get an invoice come through to say, "Oh yeah, this is coming to you."
Yeah, we've had obviously there was historic problems with Legion and the stock levels, which seem to be resolving themselves a bit.
Yeah.
So we've now got better stock than we've ever had, which is great. But we're just getting a lot of the back orders in now. We just had a restock of the AAT tank, haven't we? Trade Federation tank. And yeah, some more Death Troopers came in because we were down to our last one, which was nice. Nice timing. They don't always work out that nicely. Sometimes you get some and then you put back order on a couple of months later and they arrive straight away. So it's not an exact science, but we don't, as Dom was saying, we don't get a notification of what's coming when.
One bit or 4-bit?
What?
For the autocannon ammunition on top of the Baneblade. 1 bit or 4-bit?
1 bit. Is that rogue?
I like your thinking.
Steve just said it's after the new maniple set. Yeah, we'll be. Hopefully they've got some back in. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll be ordering quite a few of them.
Yeah.
It is a very popular box.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing we don't get is we don't. So with regards to GW releases, we find out about releases as soon as it's on Warhammer Community. So when you get that reveal the week before release or the week before pre-orders, that's the same time we find out. So yeah, it's not always, we can't take pre-orders at that point, but it's always good if people just let us know if they have an interest. So obviously we can make sure we attempt to get enough in for people. Because that's we've fallen foul of that before, where there's been no mention of certain sets. The Orcs one, we'll be getting Orcs. Don't worry, because I quite fancy just having that Codex on my shelf. To be honest, that was quite nice. That full art Codex. But yeah, we get a few of those. And yeah, we've fallen foul of it before, where we've had no one say anything, and then all of a sudden, boom! Have you got this? And, no.
Everyone goes, "Have you got this in yet?"
Well, we've got 2 copies of it. Two copies. I think I said coffees instead of copies there.
I don't think there's anybody on the stream who's actually overly interested in Orcs, is there?
No. Awkward. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to do this going forward a bit more than these army boxes. Have they got plans to do more full-scale releases like this? It's like they're saying, there's nothing exclusive in the box, is there? They will be all coming as kits, which is different to what they've done historically, where they've had something that's meant you have to get that kit.
The if you look at like the Necron stuff, the Necron Battle Force set, the exclusive one really for that was the Psychomancer, which is out now. So it's I think it's an odd one. I don't know what way they're going with it.
No, it's good to see, but they do seem to be getting a fair few new models. I mean, if Orcs are getting some love now, you hope things like Eldar are going to get something new.
No, just keep the focus on the Orcs. And no, the big hope. Tomorrow's reveal might be a new Khorne 8 40k Codex and Army box.
It really won't.
In which case,
I'm sorry,
I will be selling a kidney on eBay. I will put the link into the chat for 3 of them.
Yeah, I can guarantee everyone you do not want that kidney.
It's fine. It's still in my body.
Yeah.
It's tried and tested, and it works.
Yeah, I suppose you're getting the Codex a little bit earlier. Yeah, they did. They did have those, but it just seems like you may want.
Is there a degree of bitterness from Matthew about Banshees?
I get the feeling he's had a bad, an issue with them. Prophecy of the Wolf was it was 6 to 8 months, but at the moment I'm not sure where GW are with their chain of releases, because it's obviously a bit all over the place. We should have had AdMech by now, which is still the next Codex by all accounts. So there seems to be quite a few newer models, and the Orcs did need a refresh, or needed something, didn't they? Because I like Marines, but I get a bit sick of them getting releases all the time. Yeah, it's just Eldar in general, since their BS in 7th. Yeah.
I quite like the way Ravena deals with them. Then he tolerates them, he puts up with them, he takes advantage of them. But he'll quite happily kill them.
You've often said you tolerate me. Oh dear.
I say nothing. Dave saying it's difficult because they outsell everything else by all accounts, but I'd love to see more Xenos releases. Yeah, it's again, to be fair to G-Dub, the Gyrenes are their biggest sellers.
Oh, absolutely.
So they've got to keep that focus on them, because otherwise, why wouldn't you? But then the balance of it is there enough Xenos players or non-Marine players to counteract it?
But would you see more Xenos players if new models, new ranges were put out there? Because, undoubtedly, Dave, that Marines are the go-to. But I think the thing is,
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that statement, so I was just.
But the thing is, you say Marines. Well, we say Marines, but there's a lot of different chapters and all that, and people do a lot with them. It's like I quite like seeing just Ultramarines, just because you see less and less of those, although they are the poster boys, whatever. You do see a lot. You don't see a lot of them.
Yeah, that's because Gulliman was a dick. Sorry, did I say that loud?
No,
Um,
no.
Oh, good. Dave's saying, is that what your sales show? Yeah, it's Primaris generally tend to be the best sellers, but then we seem to have every so often, well, not every so often, I'd say regularly, the other stuff, the other races suddenly shift.
But it's like what I was saying and what Matt's saying. They push Marines, so they sell. If they push the other stuff, will they sell as well? I mean, Necrons, once they put a push on Necrons sold. Yeah.
But they had a very, very good codex to go with them.
Yeah, but that if they did that with others, they'd sell, wouldn't they? It's not.
I think the Space Marines are so forgiving in because they were talking about it on one of the channels today that was just running in the background, that they're so forgiving to mistakes, gameplay mistakes, and everything else. Because if you say, for instance, you leave a bunch of pointy ears out in the open by accident, they're going to get cut down.
Yeah.
You leave a bunch of Marines in the open, and the odds are you're still going to have a decent squad left at the end of it. It's sort of like the equivalent of SS in a bunk in a house in bolt action versus Russian conscripts in a house. The Russian conscripts will be just staring at the walls, wondering what the walls are. Drukhari have picked up because the new codex is actually a very, very powerful codex with the right combos. And again, a lot of the big streams are finding that the Drukhari is just absolutely ripping their way through everything and anything that's sent to them.
Yeah.
It's an absolute beast of a force now. And it's attracting the power games. But I think one of the issues GW have now is a lot of their balance used to come from tournament reporting.
Yes.
Obviously, that's not been happening. So they can't do that balancing.
Yeah.
I think we'll see some big changes once tournaments kick back in again. But, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It is nice when we start seeing other stuff shift, because we eventually know that we're going to see some of that back on the tables being played. That's what I'm looking forward to, is when people start gaming in store, seeing these forces that have been picked up over this period, and just seeing them played with.
Especially the super heavy offer that we're going to have organised.
Oh yeah, I need to bring him.
You need to get your Necron mobile home done.
Yeah, I'll bring that in. Definitely just need spraying in something. I might also cut parts of it off so it's easy. I might spray the undercarriage bit first. Not undercarriage, but the innards.
You're spraying a Necron's undercarriage?
Again. Yeah. It's a very nice model. But there's so many models. I might bring in some.
Matthew's asking super heavy what?
Oh yes.
Once we can have enough people in the shop to game, then we're going to have a 40k super heavy off. So if you've got a super heavy, bring a super heavy. By that stage, if you haven't got a super heavy, we should have enough for people to borrow some. And then it's just going to be an almighty slugfest.
Yeah, it's just going to be one of those fun events just to get people in, gaming, relaxed. Be a bit of a way down the line, like we said with the timeline earlier, but it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, and there's not to drop any spoilers or anything else like that, because GW are going to do that tomorrow when they announce Warhammer Sigmar 50k. But the Chaos Titan's going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, the big towel. Yes.
Oh. Didn't we say tower banned?
Oh no, because if towel's on the table with lots of other super heavies, there's only one target on that table. No, sorry, Dave. But, well, I don't even know what they're like now. It's that thing of not seeing them played in so long, and the codices all changing.
I'm hoping this picks this. I'm going to pick this up properly without me doing an involuntary crotch shot. Ah, yeah. 28mm Baneblade, 6mm Baneblade. The turret's been onto the base of a Titan, but yeah, just to show the difference.
The Falchion may have something to say about that.
Oh, is that the Fallschirmjäger? Because the Fallschirmjäger are rock enough to be able to stand in the middle of a 40k Titan off, super heavy off, and still last.
Mm. Yeah, it's another event we'll get running pretty quick. We've got quite a bit lined up for bolt action as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Definitely be a good one. Just need to decide if I'm picking up another force.
Well, Matthew's saying they'd probably win as well. The Falchi probably would, yeah. Well, the Japanese horde of far too many points has only got one American opponent at the moment.
True. Yeah. Could. Yeah. Well, maybe get some Aussies. We've got a few Aussies, haven't we? Yeah, a few sets in.
However, what I must admire for you, Stu, is you've built one model, successfully managed to talk the rest of the time, and not get picked up on the fact that you've only built one model and not built anything else.
How many models have you built tonight?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, that's a lie.
Well, no, I'm counting all the two different barrels, the heavy bolter turret.
How many have you built tonight?
But I said I was painted.
That's not the question I'm asking.
My lord, I think he seeks a technicality.
Yeah. I was debating whether to wait for the new book, the Book of Shadows, see what loadouts, etc. I just built a name. You get a couple of named characters in this, I think, actually. Well, you get the house leader, the Night Serpent. I'm not even going to attempt to say his first name.
Which house is it you're going for?
It's Delac.
Oh, it's not their weapon expansion box tomorrow, is it?
No, they are one of the ones in Hive War, and they're the Book of Shadows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Hence why I said add another
Delac's
one.
gone in there.
Yeah. They're the sneaky sort of guys, which I quite liked. Something a bit different. Well, I actually like the models, and then that side of it worked. But
I think Dave and Matthew's just volunteered you to do an Aussie army, Stu.
I'm not adverse to doing that. Well, it's one of the forces that's actually got a few releases, so I won't be adverse to that. But then, do I want gyro stabilized tanks? And yes, is the answer to
No,
that.
you
Yes.
don't need them in the jungle.
I'm not even sure. We need to get a really good jungle board, but also I think that's going to be incredibly difficult to play on.
Well, all we do is just go to the back of the Iceland car park, pick a load of ivy up, and just dump it on the table.
Yeah. We'd wear very thick gloves as we were picking stuff up, though. Yeah.
Are you on about just from Iceland car park, or because it's ivy?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The Necromunda kits have been really good. We have a few local players, and we just want to see more. It very much appeals to me, that sort of skirmish size game. Yeah, they've doing a cracking job. It's like the Orlok stuff, the Wreckers, and that came out recently. Really like them. Yeah.
Did you play Mordine?
No.
I think you'd really like it.
I'm sure I would.
Skirmish gang development.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would. I've seen enough playthroughs on GMG.
I do. I know Ash is a bit of insert word here.
Yeah.
But
he's not everyone's cup of tea, is he?
But I do like the way he just plays so many different games. Just saying, they had a 6-woman Escher gang with a rating of over 3k back in the day. I can imagine they were brutal. That sounds insane. Yeah. I think it's also one of those ones we could easily have a few gangs in store. Oh yeah,
and just get people playing it. It's not just have a few gangs and have it running.
So does Grim need to pick up a box set then? And we turn around and say, right, we're going to be running a Necromunda drop in, drop out.
Possibly. We've both got. You've got 2 Necromunda factions. Nope, I gave you the ones from Dark Uprising, the cornate looking. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No.
Trying to block that out, were you?
The experience of those
are
the ones.
The corpse grinder. No, these ones are a lot easier to build.
I don't care. After the experience of those ones, I am abstaining myself from.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite a. There's a few nice ones actually. Yeah, we've got plenty on the web store, Matt. Plenty there. I think if you type in Necromunda, you'll find them. And I'm just going to tag some of the Fallschirmjäger stuff with Necromunda, so you also find that at the same time. Oh, yeah, certainly some of the older stuff. Yeah, I mean, this kit I was doing, the Delac, there was nothing what I'd call strenuous. I mean, you got to put the hands on, hands to wrist, but at least the weapon's in the hand, which is the important thing, right?
Yeah, noob.
Yeah, I saw you building the Vansar. I saw your face. That was painful to watch.
That was not. Oh yeah, that was just not an enjoyable experience. Whoever thought of putting the guns in 3 different pieces was a good idea. I think Matthew might have accidentally bought himself a Fallschirmjäger Necromunda army. Well, it's multi-purpose, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a low-tech level Imperial planet. Well, they've only got projectile weapons.
You turn the Falchi into some sort of Deathcore of Krieg or something, can you? Is that not?
Or doesn't Fallschirmjäger translate into Deathcore of Krieg Armageddon Piscina 4?
I believe so. Yeah.
Hmm.
I would look it up, but I'm pretty sure. I'm 98% sure you're correct.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop the mute because kettle's going on.
Oh, disgusting.
Otherwise, it sounds like a jet taken off.
Yeah.
I'm sure by then Matthew will have seen all the delightful Fallschirmjäger stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. I like the Delac because the models are great, but the just that spy sort of sneaky force really appeals in this side of it. And obviously you've got the hive wall box coming as well, and they've got Book of Shadows. Yeah, which is coming out. Yeah, so it's all looking pretty good for them at the minute. So, let's see. Ching. Do, 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 do. Where am I? Yeah, so it's what is it, Escher? Yeah, Escher Delac. Oh, looks like Dom's screen sharing there for everyone. Ah. So this is whether the screen share actually comes across in Facebook, because sometimes it doesn't. It's open. There we go. That is working beautifully. I'm especially a fan of the Sniper Panzerschreck and Flamethrower team. What you will notice here is the 20% saving that you get at Grim Dice for the majority of things. For bolt action, you'll see some are only 10%, but that's ones we have to order direct. Ah, he's already had a look. Oh. And now everyone's just going to spam Dom on his email address, aren't they? That is what's going to happen. He's disappeared, so he has no idea what's being said. So I expect many, many emails to be sent to him. There we go. Yeah, as far as Necromunda goes, I'm a massive fan of the majority of G-Dub's box games. So, yeah, I really like the quest stuff, like Blackstone, Curse City, if I'm allowed to talk about that. And this Imperialis one probably get me playing it, because I really enjoy the look of Titanicus. I've got plenty of it, got a fair bit built. I'd say painted. I have a lot painted. I just didn't paint it myself. I actually bought it. Van Sars with the shields. See if we can find that. I thought the Van Sar. I thought the Van Sar actually had the shields in there. Was it just some of them that can be? So, think it's House of Artifice. Not sure if I've got that one. No, not here. Might have it. Yeah. Pretty sure it's the House of Artifice book for them. As it came out the same time as the Flying Dudes, whatever they're called.
Oh.
No.
Got all carried away and started ripping up foam in preparation to start shredding and messing up the Bane blade. Now I suddenly realise I've got a whole load of metallic stuff to paint.
Gang War 3 book. Well, I know the Artifice book was their newer release, but the Gang War 3 book is the Gang War books. Are they just Forge World ones? It's forcing me to go onto the Forge World site. I am human.
After all.
Why do they make these things so difficult? I can't see that well. That was gone again. Oh, it's just getting us back for getting you to look on our web store for stuff. But now I'm on the Forge World website looking at stuff. I've done like the Delac heads upgrade. It's quite cool. So I'm on the Forge World website, and bad things are going to happen.
So what weapon system is the Warhound going to have?
I'm actually only looking at heads for the Delac. Yeah.
Just don't look at the 30k stuff, Stu.
I've just clicked Horus Heresy. Apparently. Upgrade your Titans. That'd be too much. Can't do that.
In a way, I'm glad that we don't get a reduction on Forge World.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it would be horrendous. I'm just about clinging on as it is. But Forge World will break me.
Trying to convince my family that they can just live on resin alone would be...
I was just about to order a Warhound. So I'll stock. Oh no, it's no longer available.
What?
The Reaver is also no longer available.
Oh, are they... that's to do with them changing around their stock management system. For some bizarre reason, as they're changing all their stock numbers, instead of just putting a new stock number on, it just says, you can no longer buy this kit from Forge World.
Yeah. Or there's plastic kits coming out tomorrow.
I think Forge World would have an almighty hissy fit if G-Dub released a plastic Warhound.
I've just pressed add to basket and I can't. No. Sorry, this product isn't available. Oh well, I tried. Yeah, I am saved by the dodgy website. Has
Now
been
you've started down that rabbit hole.
again saved by the dodgy website. Carry on.
I think that's the first time anyone's ever said that.
Is it?
Which one's the Lucius pattern? Was that the one with the round carapace or the square carapace? Sorry, that's just not just me just asking random questions. Matthew's just said about it. Because I can't remember off the top of my head which one's which. Mars Alpha is the the box, the
The one that looks like it's wearing shoulder pads. I think, you know, old school 80s shoulder pads. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
a bit weirdly that's the newer variant of Warhound. I'm
Square.
not mad. Yeah, I'm not mad keen on the round. I prefer the square shoulders. The similar to the AT Warhounds. I think, Matthew, it's similar situation to what we were saying before. Apparently Forgeworld are doing an upgrade on their website or web store in their stock management system, and as they're changing things over, it comes up saying it's no longer available.
Yeah, we have it on the trade sheet weekly now, where we have a whole host of things that we have to change codes for, and it's purely reboxing or rebarcoding or putting a different commodity code on it. So yeah, it's that threat of, oh no, what was it? It was when, I think the first one I remember was when Fenrisian Wolves went out of stock and people panicked that Fenrisian Wolves were never going to be back. That's kind of they're definitely going to be back. And 2 weeks later they just had a box. The box had changed, but it generates new codes.
I find it's more fun when they don't tell us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the new thing turns up and we think, oh, okay. And you try and scan it when there's a queue of people waiting at the till, and it just goes, eh.
Yes.
I might have to pop over to New Zealand in 10 minutes.
Yeah, Dave just saying, for the Titan, is it like a BattleTech model? Or
So
I'll find a picture.
I don't know if you can say it's like that's an odd one. It is and it isn't. It is on the basis of it's giant walking robots, but the 40k ones tend to be a lot more brutal, whereas the BattleTech ones have a lot more aesthetic look to them, or a lot more of a manga look to them. Would you say, Stu?
Yeah, sort of Gundam style.
Gundam style. Dum, 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 dum. Sorry. Oh, stop.
There we go. Nearly a decade later. Yeah, so it's the flat. Yeah, 80s shoulder pads style.
Yeah, I prefer that one to the rounded.
Mm.
But weirdly, I prefer the 80s Warlord to the current one.
Yeah, so give everyone. I'm not sure if that's going to come up on the stream or not, but
Yeah, that's showing.
yeah, cool. That's what it is. So it's that very flat shoulder pad style.
Yeah, the old Epic AT. Or not Epic AT, sorry, the old Epic 40K Warlord. Again, it was a very boxy design. I really, really liked it.
Yeah, night, Dave. Cheers for dropping in.
Yeah, night, Dave. Nice to chat. Just think we've not had any CCG love tonight, have we?
No, I was just about to reference CCG. Internally, I think, more than anything. So I've got a load to list tomorrow if I can get a few hours in the morning. We're supposed to be going out tomorrow, but that's not going to happen. Weather's meant to be pretty much.
No, I've heard it's an Arctic rainstorm tomorrow. It's ideal CCG listing weather.
Yes. And also shopping online with your local FLGS.
Your local Fliggles.
Fliggles.
Getting so close to the point where I can start making this Baneblade look like absolute shit. In fairness, though, it's not taken once got with the airbrush. It's not taken a hugely over optimistic amount of work to get it.
What you're seeing on the screen is everyone's just seen a black screen at the minute, because that's what I'm seeing on Facebook.
Oh, is that the screen share that you
did? If you just share your screen and drop back out again for us quickly, that'll do it.
So share mine.
Yeah, because yours worked fine. Sometimes OBS, as I was saying earlier, OBS doesn't like screen shares for some reason. If not, I'll just recreate the... It's easy enough to do in OBS. I can quickly make a new page and then...
See if that will come through, because there's a slight delay.
So no, it's not finding it. So if I go to that,
Let me just drop from the share, see if that works. No,
it's someone else. There you go. We should be back in a second. I just have to change it in OBS, that's all. But they'll be back on in a second. You should get, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, you should see us again in a minute. Yeah, because I can see us on OBS, so that's all you should be
Yeah,
able to see.
back again.
There you go.
When OBS is nice, it does have its oddities, but for free software, it's a really good bit of kit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wouldn't choose to stream without it now. The fact we can do so much with it.
And that it's free.
Yeah. Well, it's not free anymore.
Oh yeah,
It allows us to stream in more than one place very, very easily. And but it's like when I was doing the stream on my own, the ability to have the extra camera and that sort of thing, and just be able to switch between them really easily, was better than running those cameras in Zoom, because you don't have control over the screen size of Zoom. It just generates a screen size for you. So it's far better.
But we'll have to test is if I log into OBS with the Grim Details, whether it will pick up all the settings automatically.
Don't know.
I don't know whether it's got roaming profiles or not.
No idea. I'd imagine you'd have the profiles saved, but you'd have to obviously just download what's been done.
Matthew saying 2 chances. I'm not quite sure what that's in regards to, but
No, not either.
A bit scary. There's so many Imperial Eagles on these Bane blades. Oh, yeah. That's a fairly logical approach.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're actually painting the eagles and not just scratching them off.
No, I'm saving that for the Nurgle version.
Oh.
This is a poor deluded, still loyal Baneblade. They did do such a good job on this model. It's a fairly straightforward build as well. It's well worth it, James, because if you're daft like us, then
Steady on?
The
Yeah, fair.
yeah. With 3 kits and magnets, you can make the all 6 variants, which is what we're going to have in store.
Well, it's what we're going to initially start with, then we're just going to get 6 so we can have all 6 on the table at the same time.
Yeah, true.
Let's not pretend that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we order another Baneblade this month? Go on then.
Yeah, we've had that conversation a few times.
Yes. 8 variants, yes. 8 variants.
Oh, Sean.
Even Sean.
Yeah, I'm sure we worked it out that three kits could give you the full set of variants with magnets.
Yeah, and obviously we do the sponsor kits as well. Could we make them work?
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole. I don't. Yes, we have. Have we got a Baneblade in?
Yeah.
Hello, John.
Yeah, we do have.
Yes, we have got a Baneblade in, James, and we have got the sponsor set as well.
So Warhammer 40k fandom tells me that there are 13 Baneblade variants.
Oh, but that's just going down the rabbit hole.
Still with pintle mounted stuff and all that. So.
I suppose if you go down the line of Baneblade with sponsons, Baneblade with extra sponsons. Oh yeah, Matthew just saying you could do it with one kit with magnets, but I don't know. Yes, you could, but I don't know how good the structural integrity would be.
Evening, John.
Because there'd be a lot of chopping around on it. Well, not chopping around, but there'd be a lot of bits where you've got to magnetize. So I'm not sure how reliable the build would be. Yeah, it would be a very complicated build. John, would you like to share what rarity you saw in the store today?
I suppose that's that you're removing parts of the chassis as well, aren't you? Essentially. Oh, that's what the extra tracks are for, I see. There. Okay.
Yeah. Cheers, Matthew.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I'm looking at that build, and that would be.
It's too much faff.
Yeah.
I think John was so stunned with what he saw in the shop today that he can't actually repeat it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't think Brad's noticed what's on the back of a Baneblade.
What is on the back of a Baneblade?
It would help if I'd point to it. Right in there. I've not shaded it yet or highlighted, but that is very, very, very similar to the Dark Angels
Yeah.
Watcher /
Yeah, Rich was saying the extra sponsoring kit is worth it. Nothing meets both rule of cool and I hate your face in all friendliness, like a double sponsored Bane variant. Yeah, and yes, I was painting. I know it is a shocking occurrence, and it's yeah, you can buy tickets to that sort of thing. But yeah, it was fun was had. Fun was had.
I think you had more fun painting the bits that you were painting than me painting the bits I was painting.
Yeah, probably.
In fairness, saying that, I'm quite enjoying painting the library bits now. The trees and everything are not my friend.
No, but they've come out quite well. Again, it's lessons learned on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a new way of definitely a new way of working, and we've definitely learnt about painting trees.
Yeah. And the joys of PLA 3D printed pieces.
I'll leave you to answer John's question, Stu.
No, I built a model though, John. I built a Delac gang leader. So yeah, that dude. If I hold it against my head, then you should really get a good contrast between the two. There you go. Yes, I built that, and then I sat down and procrastinated. My dystopian wars box opening will I'll save that for next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. I'm gonna save that, and then I've got Civil War stuff because I want to take that in and get it sprayed. Spraying one, might as well spray the other, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know it's a big commitment for me to commit a week ahead, John. To be fair, I just very much enjoy these evenings for very much chilling out. And one model may have stretched me too far, but I'm also waiting on the Book of Shadows comes out for House Delac, along with the Hive War box that's releasing that goes up for pre-order tomorrow. So I want to have a bit of a look and see what potentially to build from there. So some of the weapons kits as well, and the Escher. Is it Escher Vance? I can't remember which of the two were. Terrible, isn't it? I think I know this off the top of my head.
Once I finish these last 3 Imperial Eagles, I'm going to jump over to New Zealand so I can confirm it definite then. I do miss it when GW don't have pre-orders.
Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it? They've been so consistent for so long, and then the odd week now where we don't have one.
It was almost like a sign of things are getting back to normality. It's GW pre-order weekend.
Yeah. And then stock check. Yeah. Which I think they've had all hands on deck for, haven't they? Should be good.
Made a mess of one of them.
No.
So I can deal with it. That's the good thing about the intention, to absolutely make it look as if it's knackered anyway.
Yeah.
The bits where I've messed bits up are just going to get messed up anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what pre-orders are you looking forward to, Stu?
Pre-orders. Pre-orders. Oh, obviously, as mentioned earlier, the Gaunt's Ghost and the Cadian upgrade sprue, because I'm assuming they're going to do that separate as well as putting it in kits going forward, to make the kits new. So those two, very much. The Orc kit, the Orc army box piqued my interest. Never really been that bothered about Orcs, but there's a few cool models in there. There's probably a few models I like. To be fair, I'm looking forward to. There's quite a few actually. I'm looking forward to the Island Assault new starter set for Bolt Action. I think that'll be a very good one.
We don't know yet if it's the current sprues or if it's new modelled sprues, do we?
I don't think so. I assume it's the current sprues.
I'm just desperately hoping that the Japanese have got new sprues. That's all.
So let's see what I can find out.
I don't think there is, because I think they'd have been really sort of hyping that.
Yeah, I don't see any other box sets to go alongside apart from the metals.
Yeah, there's the new metals, isn't there?
Yeah. Apparently I can't click on that picture because it's blocked. Cheers, Warlord.
I'll just go back to the previous page and it shows. It's odd.
But the starter sets are always good. And who doesn't love an A5 rulebook for Bolt Action? It's the perfect size. Yeah,
it's quite interesting they're stepping away from the Northwest Europe, because that sort of used to be their bread and butter, wasn't it?
I think we've had this conversation before. They've obviously got a bit more in the US market as well, so this fits. It's also not. I wouldn't say I'm that.
Wasn't Fitz one of the German troops though?
No, he was actually Austrian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. I think their extra US market probably helps with this, but it's also a part of the war they've not touched on massively. Because they've started doing the island hopping. Well, not island hopping as such, because they do that in Crawl Seas, but the island books, haven't they? So now they've started doing those, it makes sense to do a box set that starts you off. And they're pretty good value as well, aren't they? So
The Warlord. I mean, Warlord stuff's always ridiculously good, but their starter box sets are even better. Better.
Yeah, I do like what they do. Yeah, we're hoping to have them over in the they're not too distant future, aren't we? Should be nice.
The excellent Mr. Charlie.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're still working on organising a date for a joint stream with the excellent Mr. Ollie and his other half, Kira.
Well done. You were just trying to say that correctly in your head first before you actually vocalised.
Yes, I very much was.
Yeah. Then we've got hopefully in the not too distant future again we've got we're going to have Futsal on with us for an evening. It'd be nice to talk about what they've got going on, where their systems are at, Mythic, Mortal Gods Mythic and things like that, and see what's going on.
Possibly Gangs of Rome version 2.
Oh, yes, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It's yeah, very much a game we like. And yeah, they've got some Baron's War bits going on at the minute, and
there's some really nice Baron's War stuff going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll need to have a look at rule sets, more and more rule sets to see, because I like a lot of that. Not necessarily just the Baron's War stuff, but like the Norman stuff.
Apart from Hail Caesar, we've not got a huge amount of that sort of era for people to try out, have we?
No. I guess it fits into Saga, doesn't it? We had Saga in for a bit.
Yeah.
But again, that's not dependent on buying a model range. So similar to, it's like if you get bolt action models, you can play it across a number of systems like Chain of Command or bolt action and others, which is good. It's like even if you got Flames of War stuff, you can use that in bolt action, but just change the ranges, don't you?
Yeah, just flick over the inches to centimeters.
Yeah, which is good. Ooh, I've gone dark again. There you go. Put my head that way, it goes light. If I put my head that way, it goes dark. It's quite funny. Not enough shine from my head that way. There is if I go that way. Weird. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah. What about you? What have you got anything you're looking forward to releasing? Are you looking forward to any new releases? They're two very different questions.
I'm very much looking forward to getting more BattleTech in. I'm just going to give up trying to resist.
Yeah. That's it. We're waiting for the core box, aren't we? As they have. Udinade, just waiting on an update from Warlord as to a specific date for when the Union Cav and that for the Epic Battles is coming into stock. Still working on May, but hopefully we'll get a date soon. Yeah.
I'm not overly fussed about the orc sets they previewed and everything. It's not an orc force for me, but obviously I was very much looking forward to the War Master, which has now arrived.
Yeah.
I think the Hobart's Funnies Churchills are now turned up, which I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
I keep looking at that bridge building and thinking, but I've not got anything I can use it with. But why am I allowing that to be a barrier?
Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it? Yeah. So those trenchwork ones, though, you can always paint them up really well and have them as terrain pieces on the board, just as an abandoned vehicle or stuff. Because they're so nice, chunky pieces.
But they are, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely looking forward to when we eventually do start picking up 28mm Titans for the store. Because now Rich has dropped off, we can definitely talk about that in a safe way.
Has he dropped off? Or is he just all quiet?
Yeah, about our plans to have a Titan mana pool, but in 28mm.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's cheaper than employing an extra staff member, isn't it, if we buy one of those? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although we might need to employ an extra staff member just to move them.
Yeah, true. Some might volunteer to do that, though.
Yeah, magnetizing the weapons will just be, electromagnets. I'm going to apologise in advance, Stu, because when I get around to building the Chaos version of the Baneblade, I am just going to be whinging about the amount of Imperial Eagles there are all across this thing.
Rich is still here. He's posted.
I wondered if that would bring the inner Rich out.
Right, just bear with me. I'll back in a couple of moments.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, Rich. It's just when. We've got quite a bit of commission work going on at the moment, and to be honest, if we had a Titan in the shop, everything else would just get put to one side for it. So maybe if we start off with the Warhound. Because that should be a quicker build and paint, especially if I just go straight traitor. And revert back to the Iron Warriors times. There was absolutely no way it was stated to try and create a reaction, Rich, at all. Definitely not. Not at all. I think we might be taking a trip up to Nottingham in June at some point, because we've got to go and have a chat with our account manager So as long as we don't go via Bugman's first and then go to the Forge World shop.
You do know the first thing I'm doing when I hit there is is going to Bookman's.
But do we leave the Grim Dice debit cards behind? I take your silence as not assent. I don't have an issue with your silence.
Well, yeah. No, yeah. I've had a few. I've had a few beers.
Thank you for that decisive view, Stu.
Well, you know me. I started off building assault intercessors this evening. No, the Space Marine assault squad, and then ended up with Delac.
I'm fairly happy with my progress tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to start messing up the mouse first with scratches and everything, because I think that would be the easier one to recover from, because it is just straightforward big sheets of slab-bloody armor.
Yeah, it's one of those. You look at it as a model and go, oh, that's really odd. But then you look at the vehicle in real life,
yeah,
and it's really odd. It's just flat, isn't it? It's just vast. I think it's because it's so vast, and there's
The only drawback is I need to get some transfers on. But then between the Mouse and the Baneblade, there's enough that I can start chipping away at it, literally chipping away at it, and then move on to the transfers. So I can pull the screen down. Yeah, so that's the Baneblade where it stands now. All the shading's been done. That's really not a good view. All right, let's try this.
That's worse.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm trying to hide it with the Baneblade. So all the panel shading's all been done now. The optics have been, the weapon optics have been done. The searchlight, that all needs shading, but my white's at work at the moment, so I don't want to mess around with that because too much. So hence moving on to start chipping.
Yeah. Rich has got some suggestions for you.
Baneblade turret on the Mouse. Oh, let's try this combination of barrels, because magnets, yo. Oh, that works. It works.
Maybe we should get the Baneblade turret on this. The turret is actually bigger. To be fair, the Mouse turret is probably bigger than that.
To be honest, the Mouse turret's probably bigger than it.
I might bring those in for you to spray up.
Oh, Rich is saying he might aim for a Warhound and put it in as a commission. Yes, I'd quite happily do that. Yeah, we can make that arrangement, Rich. If you're in town tomorrow, just drop in and for a chat.
Yeah.
All of the commissions just suddenly go back 3 months.
Yeah. Sorry, we said we'd get this to you in 2 weeks, but we've got a priority now.
Yeah. There's an emergency just arrived.
Yes.
An emergency painting job stat.
Yes.
I'm just going to go and grab a quick top up.
Okay, ducks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having this super heavy off in store. Certainly be a fair few Baneblades there. I know we've got someone who said they'd bring their Warhound in. What they've got, so it'll be quite interesting. Just need to come up with a way of running the day. Yeah. Potentially it can be a take the Warhound on. I know Jim at Warhammer did was it with a Titan? maybe in sort of taking it on basically, last man standing style thing that would have worked quite well. I know there's some organised play bits out there from Games Workshop, so we might pick up on those and use those. But also we quite like to do our own thing, so which may include at some point getting our own dice as prizes for stuff like that. Yeah, 'cause that's something we've always wanted to do, is have our own dice. So that's definitely works well as prizes, or just good to have. I don't think it'll be too long before I pick up a Baneblade myself. I'm quite excited about. I've mentioned this so many times. Guard is what I used to have, and seeing even not massively new kits, just seeing upgrade sprues shows me that I actually wouldn't mind having a full Guard force again.
And I'm still engaged in discussion, but you'll have to call out any questions, Stu, because I'm just taking a full quick trip over to another country.
Oh, it's not ready yet.
Oh, it should be.
It wasn't when I checked.
They're not gonna. Oh yeah, so
Is it up now? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Escher and Goliath. That was it.
For those people who are still watching, if I call out at any stage, oh, that's a very nice looking box, it's to do with new releases.
On the Games Workshop website. Dear oh dear.
Similarly, if I call out, oh, there's a lot crammed into that box, it's on about the GW new releases.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the Escher upgrades really good. Very good indeed. I didn't realise how much was in it. That's pretty good. 78 pieces. But if I start just ranting about stuff being really good, it's because I'm on the Games Workshop New Zealand website looking at the pictures for the new releases. Although I knew what was coming, I didn't actually have a good look at it.
So it's 2 Escher, 10 Escher, 10 Delac, modular terrain, double-sided gaming mat, dice token cards, 104-page rulebook. That is a snazzy box set.
Yeah, I do like Necromunda. Hence why I have so much Necromunda. But even the upgrade boxes that we've got coming in, they're really good.
Holy shoot. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm doing this so I don't accidentally go onto the Forge World Titan Builder.
There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about on that.
Really? I've had some gin.
I've blocked your card.
Thank you.
Don't test it. Don't test it there.
Just about to say, what happens if I accidentally test that principle?
Damn it! My bluff has been called. My bluff has been called, people.
You do the accounting, so all I've got to do is say, yeah, just please speak to our accountant.
Yes. It's that point you say that, and I hire an accountant. Although if we ever make profit at any point, it'd be a good way of spending it. So I don't. Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, that's a whole other rant.
Yes.
So for the Goliath weapons and upgrades, 2 hand flamers, 2 bolt pistols, 10 alternate hair, 10 alternate heads, 2 furnace plates, 2 pointing hand arms, 2 cigar hand arms.
Yep. But historically, you'd have had to buy so many of the kits.
Yeah, but how long until someone complains that G-Dub's encouraging children to smoke? Let alone the fact that you're allowing your child to play Necromunda.
Yeah. That should be the bigger concern. Not a concern for me, but yeah, they're pretty good actually.
You've caught the G-Dub New Zealand bug now, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I'm having a good look. I'm also looking at the Necromunda. I know it's direct order only, but the propaganda transfer sheet.
I was wondering about that.
That might be good.
It's a transfer. I'll have a look in the morning.
Wanted. This is like one of the posters. Wanted for unsanctioned archaeology. Nice. That is pretty good. Restricted area. No unprocessed remains beyond this point.
They don't always have the Black Library stuff on there, though.
So what?
They have it. It's on there, but it's not in their pre-order section. It's a bit odd.
Yeah, okay. I might already. I've got one of those. Let's see if I can find it. One of those Necromunda sheets. I can't remember if it's that one I've got. Look through decals. So many decals. It's a worry when you've got this many decals and you know how much each sheet costs. Oh, Legio Mortis. I'm never going to use them.
I love them.
Steady on. I'm going to have some destroyed pieces on the floor of my Titans.
Yeah, but they'll be messed up. So you wouldn't be able to see anything.
I don't think the Necromunda one's in here. But man alive, I've got a lot of Titanicus.
So Rich is saying, wouldn't be for a while, needs to do so much overtime to justify a non-real live £430 plus outlay. Yeah, but is it non-real? And he's saying, go for a night.
One of those crazy little nights. Oh, I totally understand the whole. Because if we'd have pulled the trigger.
What do you mean when?
We will pull the trigger at some point, but it's just that moment of when will we pull said trigger?
Yeah, it's that thing of
Yeah. We could buy some in for the store and then clean them up and have them as ready to go kits. Like buy like 2 for sale, but put like 70 quid on it for just cleanup.
How much on it's due for cleanup?
70, because it's a bit of
How
fun.
much?
It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
How much?
Well, it's a lot of sawing, isn't it? So the sawing doesn't take too long.
I think we'll go through about 3 Dremel bits. Just when I did that Forge World Baneblade, and it was one of the very old. Well, it wasn't an old kit at that time, but it was an old style kit. I was literally there for about 4 hours with a Dremel in a box with a Hoover pipe attached to the side of it to catch all the dust.
You were inside the box. That's what I just envisioned. Yeah, that.
I was very much in the box, in the zone.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's that. Oh. Yeah, I don't imagine it'll be too long before we actually end up with a knight.
Well, if we're going to go for a knight, we might as well just step up and go for a warhound.
I actually meant Titan. I don't. Yeah, I think for me, the thing is, if I got a warhound, I'm still going to want a Titan. But if I go Titan, I might not necessarily want a warhound. So I think the value is in getting the Titan.
Well, if we're adopting that logic, then we start off with the warhound, just to sort of dip the toe, and then we progress from there.
See, Max is in. Go big or go home. Wall or Titan. I like Max. I've always said that. I like this guy.
Well, if we're gonna go big or go home, then we just wait till the War Master's released by Forge World. I don't think we've made enough money since we've been open to afford potentially a War Master.
You seem to think we can afford a Titan.
I told you I've got 2 kidneys.
Yeah.
You only need 1.
Yeah. I've got a copy of Cursed City. I could.
Does anybody want to buy a kidney? It's had 50 odd years of service. It works.
Yes, it would likely be the size of a 3-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. Man. It's just the thing the thing you have to remember at the end of the day is these are gaming pieces, aren't they? That's ultimately that's what they are. And if I bought a Titan,
it's not a gaming piece. It's a lifetime experience. Because how many people have had that opportunity to play against a 28mm Titan? It's no, Max. Nobody wants to. No, Max. Why?
I was just like,
There's always one person who has to lower the tone. As the swear word goes, oh, sons of Sanguinius.
But you do get 3 models in that, don't you? It's good value, isn't it?
The amount of resin it uses, you could get about 50, 100,000 models.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Rich has created normality again. People moan about us trying to spend their money. Look at this.
We're having a link off. I'm gonna risk clicking on Max's link because I might have the Titan Builder in my favourites. Oh no, No, Max, no.
3 for the price of 1, though, isn't it?
No, it's 3 for the price of 3. Holy shit, they're big. I'm looking at the Forge World web store before anyone just completely misunderstands that statement. Holy fluff, they are big. When a Fire Warrior is as big as one of its toes.
So maybe since so many people have done the let's get a Warlord Titan, we should start going down the massive Tau route.
No. I think Max will enjoy himself tonight. He'll have a few drinks. He'll wake up in the morning and realise this is the thing that will make his life complete. The next time we see Max, he'll be employing a whole host of people to carry in his Tau resin carder.
Yeah.
At which point it will create massive Forge World envy, and we will just go straight on to the Titan builder and order multiple Titans.
Yeah, Max just saying that would mean getting a Tau army, and I think you have a reputation to maintain. I'll take the hit.
Oh, Space Cats are in stock now, aren't they? I can take them off pre-order.
They are in stock, yeah.
Oh, Trenchworks is in stock now. I can take them off pre-order as well.
I know. Could. Yeah, I could see myself picking up. I think they'd just be nice cabinet ones.
They are really, really nice. It's fair dues to Trenchwork. They've done an absolutely cracking job on them.
Yeah, Max just saying, so you're saying I could start an arms race? Yes, I think if they rocked up in the store, there would be some escalation.
Some very, very rapid escalation.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would be a case of, don't let sleep be a barrier.
Yeah. Wouldn't even order it from Forge World. Drive to Forge World.
Yeah. Oh, just wouldn't order it. Just go up there and get it.
Yeah.
Spookily enough, when have we gone up to Forge World, Stu?
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, to meet our account manager.
Yes. That's exactly why we're going there.
Blackstone is in. Sorry, folks, I'm just doing a quick bit of admin. The question is, Max, can you use those Tau Titans on in your finish bolt action list?
There is that. Right, that is important. And if you want, it's an excuse to visit Five Guys. Apparently, that is an excuse to visit Five Guys. I don't know what they do. I've seen they do stuff in foil. Well, I know they do food. They just wrap everything in foil, don't they? Is it them?
The only reason I know is because I've started watching the Beard Meats food channel,
right?
Which I find absolutely hilarious because he's one of these massive major eaters, and he's one of those who also has to jump around in the shower to get wet because there's just an out to him.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yag Tiger. Yag Tiger.
What with a Baneblade turret?
Baneblade turret on top of a Yag Tiger. So I'm getting sidetracked.
So Max just saying him and Chris bought an airbrush this week. So I'm going to actually start making my bolt action now. Ah.
Well, if you're doing finish, you've only got to spray in white.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be then finished.
Oh, Stu. Did you have to?
Right. It's been a lovely evening, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.
No, don't. Just take them off.
Or Yag Tiger with Ursus claws and see how that works out.
Does oh God, I'm gonna have to click on the link.
No, or yeah, probably.
Right, I'm clicking on the link. Before I do, the company card is safe in my day sack, which is in another room.
Do you remember the 3-digit code on the reverse? Because I'm sure you got that saved.
No, do I? No, I've taken it off just
Have
to
you?
be on the safe side. Oh, the one thing that's stopping me, that sort of making me think with the Forge World Warhound is it's got the Dolly Parton top armor, not the square top armor.
Mm.
But then it's a Warhound. Turbo laser. Ooh. Oh, no. Twin Vulcan Mega Bolters.
Well, to be honest, don't you want all of the options?
No, because you can't select all the options.
But sure, I'm sure if you got in touch with them, you could say, all right, I'm buying this.
If I just add that to cart. Oh no, what's not available? No. No.
Oh, the product isn't available because that's when they're changing the code.
Oh, it's the one that changed the code. Yeah. Right, I better look at the Warbringer.
Oh, man alive.
Right, so that's 430 quid.
I'm just going to message Marie and just say, can you make sure the company cards will work?
It's actually, she's gone to bed. It'll be fine. Oh no, laser blaster looks pants. Oh no. Oh yes, volcano cannons. And a Gatling blaster.
That's
all in stock.
I wouldn't even know what to pick. Oh no, all of it. Most of it's shown
no.
in stock, but as soon as you add it, it's not letting you add it. I've added many different variants. So turbo laser and inferno gun or 2 blast guns is apparently the way forward.
Right, so far we're on 1,000 and something. 400 odd. Got to have the power claw and the warlord. We could just go real hardcore and have the warlord with 2 power claws. But then Gatling blaster.
Well, we could buy the Tyranid Hierophant Bio Titan.
Oh, yeah, but if you go down that route, it could be.
I typed in Titan and I didn't expect to find all this stuff, right? Oh, that Mars Alpha Pattern Warbringer Titan head is really cool.
I like the way the Eldar Titan is just pennies. Well, not pennies, but compared to the other Titans.
Yeah.
And it is actually a thing of beauty. Oh. Right, add to cart. It's in stock.
You on the Warbringer Nemesis Titan? Builder?
No, that was the Hierophant.
Alright.
Phantom Titan with power glaive. That's the Revenant Titan. Why am I looking at pointy ear stuff?
I do like the Warbringer.
We've got to have a tech priest.
That's only 16 quid, though.
Yeah, but it just adds to the overall effect.
Should we get 2?
No, that's just going OTT.
Sorry. You know me. What about the Chaos Reaver Titan and work from there?
I'm looking at it now.
So many variants. I should go back to the chat just in case. No, no one's messaged. That's good. It's, it's probably that twitchy.
Turbo laser inferno gun or 2 blast guns.
Yeah, that was the last thing I saw. That's the last comment. He's probably thinking, "Oh gosh, they're close to pulling the trigger here, aren't they?"
Well, I have clicked add to cart several times, but each time it's out of stock.
Unavailable. Yeah, that's. I've done the same.
So it's not our fault.
No, we've tried this evening. Legio Titanicus Titan Maniple 3,250.
Oh, that Chaos Warhound. Oh, it's in stock.
So much of the Lord of the Rings stuff I'd like to.
I don't know if I've accidentally added 2 Chaos Warhound Titan Plasma Blast Guns, but if you buy it individually, it's all in stock.
It is weird, isn't it? I've just been looking at that. How you can.
Need a writer. Need a writer. Left arm, looking from the back of the body, looking forwards for a Reaver. Or would it be in Chaos? We could just use a Warlord's Power Claw. Just because.
Yeah.
Oh, the only thing that's out of stock is a right arm for the Reaver. So if instead we just have 2.
Oh, Rich is just saying, I've decided I'm sticking £50 a week. Sorry, £50 aside per week. The need must be answered. And there's the Titan builder.
So far, the Reforged Wood basket is 1,450, but that is for a Tyranid Biotitan, a Titan Tech Priest, a Chaos Warhound Scout Titan with Mega Bolter and Plasma Blast Gun, a Chaos Reaver Titan with 2 Power Claws and Apocalypse Missile Launcher.
Cool. I just removed everything from my basket because apparently I was buying lots of Lord of the Rings stuff. Some really nice.
I'm just going to close that page.
Some of the character series models are really nice.
Right, let's get back in the zone. Right, I'm just going to go and grab my final replay.
Yeah, I've only got one left. He's a wireless headset, so he can just walk to the fridge. It seems like he's gone for ages, but actually the fridge is probably about 3 foot to his right. But it takes a while. Yeah, I think we're getting ever so close to pulling the trigger on this Warhound, whatever, Titan, Warbringer, whatever it's called. There will be something. And it will be chaos, because I don't think I'll have a say in what actually happens to it. So that means we must have 2. Which will be which will also happen at some point in the future.
It's lunchtime. Take my mind off of Titans.
Well, I've just been saying we're probably going to need two because you're not going to let me have one that's not chaos, are you? So then, which
no, but to be fair, on that basis, that means we need 4.
yeah. Yeah. I suppose we didn't pay ourselves for 2 months. We could afford one.
This is the moment I'm wondering if Marie's watching. She's gone to bed.
We have got an extra viewer. I'm not sure where they're coming from. South African viewership. That's
Now, will this colour work? Right, that's a follow-up colour.
Mm. Well, it is 11:30. I'm gonna have to call it now, but I will finish my last drink and then go to bed. But thanks for everyone who has joined us this evening, and we've had many looks at Titans. Cheers for that, Rich.
Again,
as always. But we will be back this time. Yeah, we will still be here this time next week. So, as I say, thanks for joining us, and we will chat again in the next one.
Yep. Cheers, folks.